All right, welcome to the Tuesday show. My name is Ultra David.
Hey, I'm Sprayjam.
I'm James Chen. How's everybody going?
We're going to be talking about various and sundry topics. As you can see up here, the CPT Kickoff is something we're going to discuss. We'll talk about the Swamp Thing, who looks pretty sick.
He does.
Pretty sick.
Yeah.
I was real worried. I'm not gonna lie. When I saw the grabby things, I was like, is NRS gonna not? Are they gonna be scared and not make it a throw, or are they gonna actually make it a command throw?
It sounds super sick. So we'll talk about him.
Okay.
We'll talk about Winter Brawl and Topanga results. And other stuff too, but let's begin with the CPT Kickoff, is I believe what it was called.
Yeah, there was no
Where you
CPT
went?
things going on there. I was there. Tasty was there.
No information about the CPT, unfortunately.
Right,
but,
yeah. Mike and Gutex were doing some hosting. Lupe Fiasco, full-time commentator. He did commentary for like 4 hours or something crazy like that. That guy was on the couch the whole time.
It was.
Yeah, there was a bunch of exhibitions and stuff. It's a pretty laid-back event. Way more people there than I expected.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
That's
I
awesome.
saw the cap
That's
was
awesome.
going to be like 350 people, and I was like, yeah, we'll probably get that much, right? Like, I was thinking, like, yeah, I'll probably, but the line was so long that they had to deny entry to, like, tons of people. Like, it was
Are you
all the way
serious?
around the corner, and, like, I was like, there's way too many people there.
You're like,
I didn't
they're here for the building next door,
Yeah,
right?
well, I mean, like, I saw the line, and I was like, dang, that's crazy. So,
Yeah, that's cool.
Wow,
yeah,
That's
it was
awesome.
super packed in there all night.
How many
Nice.
people would you say were in there, if you can estimate? I don't know.
So, the cap was 350.
Yeah.
But, yeah, there's probably more than that in there.
They probably
And more
weren't
not
expecting
allowed
it.
in. So,
Right.
yeah, I don't know. There's
Wow.
a lot of people.
That's pretty cool.
I know,
Yeah.
they probably weren't expecting that many people to
I
be
mean,
there.
yeah, it was crazy. I couldn't believe how many people were outside still, like, even a little while in there. But, yeah, a lot of people there. It was a really fun event, lots of alcohol. The commentators were encouraged to drink. That was part of...
I definitely heard
I
about
was...
K-Brad on there.
Yeah, well, he just kind of,
I
like...
had some fun, it seemed.
K-Brad's seat just, like, sort of dive-bombed onto... This couch was... So people were asking me if the couch was cramped with all four of us on there. It was cramped with two people on there. All right? It was cramped with just me and Steve, right? So you added in a Lupe on one side, a K-Brad, like, he flew in. He did the Nadeshko drop kick in on from one side and just found a headset. And it was crazy. There were so many headsets everywhere.
Dude, that's what I was wondering. Like, I saw Lupe, like, give his headset to somebody,
And
and
then
then
it
all of a
just appeared
sudden he
on
had
him.
a headset on again,
Yeah,
too, and then
it was crazy.
everybody was talking, so...
Yeah, it was a
Yeah.
wild time. It was definitely a lot of fun, though.
Okay,
Cool. Yeah, there was no CPT announcements, but Colleen was playable there.
Oh, that's right.
I didn't get a
yeah.
chance to play her.
I
I literally, this is what happened. I walked in and I was like, Justin and Flo were testing her.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, all right, what have you guys found out so far? And then I looked at her for like 2 or 3 minutes and I was like, all right, let me try. And they're like, hey, we need you over here to start going through the run of show or whatever. And I was like, okay. And then like it started.
Right.
And then I was on there for like 4 hours
Yeah.
or something. I was on there from like whatever time it started until like 11. And then by that time the line to player was ridiculous because everything else was over.
Right,
So everybody just wanted to play her.
Uh-huh.
And I was like, well, this thing's only open for another hour, so I guess I'll just hang out.
you were busy commentating ESL today, and so you probably didn't get a chance to watch the Winter Stays On stuff. Did you actually get to see that? Or
No.
No, okay. Well,
Yeah.
I mean, did you have it on
Oh,
your phone?
Yeah, I had
or-
it on my phone. You
Oh,
know, a
you
lot of
were
people
commentating? Okay.
were asking me about that,
Okay.
about the ESL thing. And they're like, what, this just happened in the past and now it's happening now? And I'm like, no, it's being played live right now, but all you guys are just left behind. So you didn't get to see it until now. That's what
Right.
happened, right?
In a sense, it is being played live.
In a sense, right.
I think legally I could make that hold up.
Yeah, everybody at home was just left behind from the
I
earlier
agree.
broadcast. That's
I
all that
agree.
happens.
I
Yeah.
agree.
Um,
I mean, so from what you saw at the CPT Kickoff event, from
Yeah.
what you saw from the Winter Stays On stuff like that, how does Colleen look to you right now?
So to me, like, her normals don't look super fantastic, but her mobility looks super good.
Okay.
She
cool.
reminds me of DiCaprio, where I feel like a lot of her neutral will just be her swaying back and forth and like faking an actual approach and not actually doing anything. And then the angles that she can come in at are actually super crazy. And her parry, I think, is really good just in the overall game because there's so many characters that want to do like medium, and then push themselves out and just add gray, right? So like the whole thing is add gray damage, like
Okay.
stack block strings, right? And like in a game like that, a character with parry that does so much damage
Right.
and so much stun is actually really good.
Okay.
So yeah,
I
I think
can see
her, and she also covers both rises pretty easily with her projectile.
Oh, the little
Right.
dropping.
Yeah, that thing is actually-
Flash that drops a projectile.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, no, not even that. The her fireball. She
Oh,
does a
it's the
fireball where
fireball.
she
Yeah,
summons
okay.
a projectile.
okay,
Yeah,
okay.
that's really good for covering both rises too. So she's good at covering knockdown scenarios, which a lot of characters aren't, and then she's good at dealing with block strings, the extended block strings that lots of characters just can't deal with this season because reversals are not meterless anymore,
Right.
Yeah.
and V reversals are slower.
Yeah.
So both of those things help her.
When
I can
she
see that.
when she hits you with the V trigger and you freeze, what's the way to get out of the freeze? Can you hit her and remove the freeze, or do you have to get hit before the freeze goes away?
You're talking about V trigger?
yeah, V trigger.
Yeah. So your stun won't start depleting unless you V reversal or you hit her, and then once you hit her, the stun starts to come back
Right,
down
uh-huh,
like
uh-huh.
normal. But she can use her V trigger second time, obviously,
Right,
and then
yeah.
that'll restack the freeze.
But see, that's like a really cool mechanic because when she freezes your stun, you're so desperate to hit her now, and then she has parries. Like I feel like that's like dirty.
Yeah, and not only that, but she doesn't even have to go in. If she has you in high stun and you're frozen, she's like,
Uh-huh.
well, what's the incentive to go in? She can just hang out.
Right.
Does that just last forever?
I don't know how long it lasts.
Yeah,
I
okay.
honestly don't know. But
Okay.
yeah, to me, that seems like it would be a good strategy.
That sounds like something that's way better that Fang should have done when he poisoned you.
Yeah.
Many avenues to make that better. Anyway.
That would have been crazy if his V trigger just while you're poisoned makes your stun bar increase or something.
That would have been sick.
It would've
Like
been a lot
if
of
it
cool
didn't
things,
make
man.
you fall stun, like it would max it out.
Yeah, max
and then
it
you
out.
would just be scared.
And he has
what his
instant
V-
overhead and lows. Oh man,
Dude,
that
that's what
character
his
would be-
V trigger should have been. When
Yeah.
he activates
Yeah.
V trigger, you should just do that.
No, that's
Poison-
what I-
oh,
that's
okay,
what I said,
okay,
yeah.
okay, yeah. I thought you just meant like.
Like I
No,
said,
no,
there's,
no.
there's a
and stuff
thousand
like
ways
that.
to make that character interesting, but they didn't do many of them, that's for sure.
But so I've even heard some rumors from some people saying that Mika like had the mid-screen wall bounce again. Was that not true or no? Or
I don't think I remember.
I saw
that.
someone talking about that. Even I think it was in the chat or something like that. But maybe it was made up. You know how it is.
Sure.
You know
Yeah.
how the chat works. It's like you
Yeah.
know Shinakuma
Yeah.
666 beat Daigo,
You never
and that
know.
became the biggest news. So
Yeah. That would be cool. And I guess it's a possibility. They have said that they're going to be making some changes, although not explicitly that they were going to make like character balance changes.
Right.
That wasn't like explicit in the post
Right.
about this, but they did say that they were going to be making changes.
I would assume it's balanced.
I would assume that too, but
You never know.
you know what
right?
they say about assume.
yeah.
Yeah. You know what I have to test, by the way, this new quick load mod.
Oh, it's
My
fantastic.
question, wait. So my question is, here's my question: if you have it and I have it, if we play each other, does it load instantly?
It loads super
Oh
fast.
yeah, I'm definitely only playing PC people for now.
It's
I'm sorry, guys.
fantastic.
Yeah, I'm definitely
Fantastic.
playing PC
Okay, so
people.
as an aside, whatever. We're gonna not talk about Kickoff right now. This mod, all right,
Yeah.
by Tool Assistant.
Genius.
Here's what it does. Okay, all it does is it increases the frames per second on the loading screen. That's it, and that makes
From
it
60 to 255 FPS.
right. And that just speeds past all the stuff because it turns out that the only time that you're actually loading is during the white screen at the end.
Which is just a split second.
That means it loads fast.
Super
then,
fast.
right?
Yes, but the whole rest of it is just like
But see,
some
the-
bizarre UI choice.
Because the weird thing about it is when you're sitting there waiting after the song ends and everything like that, like sometimes it feels like it sits there at different lengths of time,
Well, yeah,
right?
I mean, if you're playing online, I mean that's when the loading is happening.
Right, uh-huh.
Like so that makes sense that would change. But the rest of the you gotta wait for the song to play out.
For the
and
hair
you're
to
looking
clip
at the
through a
characters
bunch of
doing
time.
whatever their stuff is with the hair, and
Chains
Zangief
flipping.
doesn't have eyes and whatever. All that stuff is something that you can just skip.
Yeah.
You know.
It could just be instantly skipped.
Yeah.
Because sometimes you sit there for it's like dun dun
Oh,
dun dun
you
dun
sit
dun
there.
dun dun dun.
Or you
And
just
even
sit
after
there.
that, you're hanging out.
Yeah, for forever. It's just like every character is just sitting there doing nothing.
I know.
The white flash is instant.
I know, but now it's seriously, it is a significant change. Whether you're playing in training mode, even if you're not playing against somebody who else has the PC mod,
Right.
what happens is it still fast forwards. So you sit there for like the white screen while their computer loads.
Okay,
you know?
okay.
But
While
like
they wait for the song to
while
finish.
they wait for whatever.
Yeah.
But it's still better.
Yeah.
It's still better.
Yeah. It's pretty sick.
And that's so smart on Tool Assisted's side.
And you know what else?
And it's just a terrible choice on Capcom's.
You know the best part is somebody was like, "Wait, does this mess with the replays?" And Tool Assist is like, "No, I still left them 60 FPS, but they just load fast still." when it's like when you start up. So everybody's like, oh, so it just functions the same? And it's like, yep. He communicated that, of course, in a weird fashion. Because
right.
somebody who doesn't know English doesn't know how to type or speak or even use words correctly.
Definitely it's somebody who does.
Figured out how to make the game load faster.
I'm still... Dude,
It's definitely somebody who speaks
like,
English. They're just playing a character.
Like, right now, who is a bigger mystery? It's like, I feel like Tool Assisted is somebody we know.
No, I think it's just a random person.
You don't think it's like Arlieth or
like Gilly or somebody like that? Because one time I was looking through his Tool Assisted gave me like a bunch of stuff for like frame data, and I looked at it and I was like, this is the exact same way Gilly put it up. I was like, oh, and then right away he like messaged me and was like, I took this from Gilly and blah blah blah, and I was like, he covered himself fast right there.
Dang. So. Not only is David FGCNN, he's
also I was about to ask, what was the bigger mystery?
I'm actually a professional coder. It turns out I can program.
The way you
said
that. The way you said that.
I do.
Professional.
I have the best coding. Everybody says I am the best at it.
See, that's what I was going to ask. What's a greater mystery? Who is Tool Assisted or who is FGCNN, right?
It's really not me.
Tool Assisted? I know Tool Assisted
it's really
is not you.
Either one of them is really me.
Tool Assisted is...
I'm just telling you the honest truth, James.
Yeah. Tool Assisted is
just
super
the honest
talented,
truth.
Though.
Whoever is doing FGCNN, I kind of feel bad for them because... Like, everybody thinks it's me, and, like, it's not. So, somebody's not getting credit that I feel like they should be getting.
When FGCNN first started, they're like, there's only so many people who have, like, a decent understanding of the English language in the FGC. And it has to be David.
And it has to
like, that was like
and with that troll level, right?
With the troll level.
Yeah,
there's got to be dozens of people who were candidates, I'm telling you.
Dozens? I don't know about all that.
It's like you...
I can tell you who's not a candidate,
Hanzo
as far as I know.
Gonzo, that's about it, so, yeah.
But nobody will believe me, so it doesn't matter.
Lol, Tool Assisted, no real person.
Yeah, Tool Assisted is something special.
UC, not real person, lol.
Yeah. There was one time when I almost made Tool Assisted like speak normally. So Tool Assisted, I've decided is a
I remember that.
I remember.
So I've decided that Tool Assisted is a female entity, right? And I guess that like got at him. I guess him.
Yeah.
Just the way that he like responded.
Super angry.
Was like pretty mad about it.
Yelling at you.
And he like almost cracked.
Well, there was also the one time he like tweeted a real sentence.
Yeah, he tweeted a real sentence.
But it was supposed to be a quote from Alex or something like that.
It was a quote.
And it was like, I remember seeing that tweet and everyone was like, what the hell just happened? So
yeah.
Anyway, so Tool Assisted is female because the entity is completely unknown.
The little loading patch that she made is really epic.
For sure.
Very, very good.
Great work.
Good stuff
Great work
to her.
Can't wait.
Good stuff to her.
Use it.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's enough about that thing.
Any other impressions about Colleen that you want to talk about or anything like that from CPT Kickoff? Or any comments about... So what's interesting is we still haven't really, besides Topanga, we haven't had a chance to see a lot of the U.S. players play against each other.
Yeah, the exhibitions happened.
So we had
Knuckle Dude's still the best.
Blowing up Daigo.
Yeah, it was like 3-1 or something like that. Daigo was...
I think that was not a surprise.
Yeah, he's over there, Ryu on a peg leg and just like swinging, and I'm like, alright, well, he did some cool stuff too, but, that matchup's tough.
Like, F-Champ beat him even when, like, Ryu was good and Dawson was not good. And in the last game, too, in Street Fighter 4, he did the same thing.
Yep, with Evil Ryu.
I felt like that was not an upset. It was like
that was kind of expected. Mm-hmm. And then Justin beating Snake Eyes. Snake Eyes tried Akuma, and then he switched to Geef, and then also still lost. And Justin had the sickest half-screen anti-air EX Tenko. And I was like, Justin doing real stuff? This is crazy. It was really sick. Nice. And then the other exhibitions, Do versus Ricky. Do kind of just destroyed Ricky, man. That was bad.
And then there was a surprise exhibition that was Do versus Champ, right? That happened, that took place. I saw most of that one.
Yeah, I saw that too. That was Mika.
Yeah.
Yeah, that commentary was fun.
Yeah. Champ did really, really well against Mika, too.
Yeah,
so
for sure.
It was like 5-3 or something like that. He made it really close, so...
Yeah, the exhibitions were cool. I'm happy about Colleen because she's so different. Mm-hmm. She's such a different character design and playstyle, and I hope the rest of the new characters are also super funky. That's my goal. I hope that all the characters are not, like, the same as what we've been getting. I hope it's, like, weird, totally out there, funky designs. Like, if you're not going to bring back classic characters, you got to do something crazy to me and interesting.
Yeah.
Make a half-screen grappler. with
Right, yeah.
vines.
It's nice that she has a mechanic that plays on one of the system mechanics in a way that nobody else does so far. I think that's really cool. Mm-hmm. I like that. I would love to see more of that kind of thing.
Yep. I'm a fan.
Cool.
Alrighty. So the CPT kickoff.
Yep.
You don't know anything about the
CPT.
There's some interesting, like, who was it? There's the one guy who works for Capcom, and like his pinned tweet right now is like Thursday ... or something like that.
Yeah, something about Thursday, right?
Yeah.
I think it was Thursday be soon was the tweet.
Yeah, or something like that. So maybe hopefully
he might be tool assisted.
Tool Assist is an inside man.
Dude, that'd be so. That would be.
Yo, what if it's like some
amazing.
programmer at Capcom and she's like fed up that she can't do all the things that she really wants to do instantly, so she's just like, I've been trying to get this FPS thing through the pipeline for the whole year. I'm just gonna release it as a mod.
Tool assisted is actually Hans. Hans is
Genius.
tool assisted. There
That
you
makes
go.
so much sense.
So this whole time Nidell was Hans. Oh man.
Yeah, moral of the story is maybe there's something coming Tuesday.
Or Thursday.
Thursday.
Right?
Or Thursday, that's the
yeah.
one.
Hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully.
Hopefully.
Yeah,
Last
I mean,
year they announced
love
it
to
all
know.
through like that Red Bull article and all that kind of stuff. So hopefully it's
They
big
had a
enough.
stream, remember? Because I remember screen capping.
They did
stuff.
have a stream. It was like Mike and Combo Fiend.
Right.
And Combo Fiend was trying to explain stuff. And Mike
Yeah,
was talking to him, and I read the article after.
Yeah, pretty much.
I remember that. So
It was hard. I was trying to understand. But they were having so much fun that they couldn't get to like explaining the boring stuff. They're like, here's how this works. They're like, no, we don't want to explain that. Let's just have fun, which is such a better call. Like, just post an article later.
oh man. Okay.
Okay, alright. Well, that's what's going on with Street Fighter 5 and Capcom.
Mm-hmm.
We're switching it now to the Swamp Thing.
That's right.
Let's talk about Swamp Thing.
Let's talk about Swamp Thing, man. So he was announced last week, and then today they put out a gameplay video of him, like an explanation, a
Right.
walkthrough.
Mm-hmm. Which I haven't had a chance to see yet.
Oh,
It's
pretty sick,
it's
man.
great.
So, first of all, you will enjoy the puns.
Yeah, there's a ridiculous amount of puns. Oh, man.
Coming from who? The Swamp Thing or from
Tyler
the
Lansdowne
Oh, really?
narrating over the gameplay trailer
Nice.
they showed and just showing
Okay.
off some of the stuff.
Also, will I appreciate them or will I listen to them and go, no, these are the easiest puns? Like, come on, dude. You can do better
some of them
than
are pretty
that."
good.
Some of them
Okay.
were a little bit deeper in the weeds, but he definitely picked off the easy fruit too. So, he had a
Yeah.
combination there.
That character is sick. So when I first saw this bad boy, this half screen Vine thing, I was so worried it was going to be a strike and not a command throw.
Okay.
I was like, NRS, please let that actually be a command throw, and it is.
So it's
and he
like
has
Conra,
up vines too.
basically.
Yeah, it's just like
Conra.
Conra. He has up vines and straight vines. They're both command throw.
Oh,
And they go very far.
They go super. Like they showed it at like almost full screen.
Almost full screen.
Dang.
And I was
Like,
super
like
happy.
4/5 screen. Like,
Yeah.
really far.
See, I'm curious though. Like, is it one of those things like Anacharis or Anacharis where
Well-
it grabs only those, or if you're in the way, will it grab you
See,
on the
I'm not
way?
sure about that, but
Right.
they did say that he has an up-close grab as well.
He does. It's just like a
Okay,
scoop
okay.
like that.
So
So
it might be that there's some range in there where, there's an empty spot.
yeah.
They didn't
Right.
explain that.
So
But
they,
yeah, we'll see.
They did show that he has a second command throw, like he mentioned, and it's like what I saw in the when I saw it in the trailer, I thought that that's what it was because it's like a grab where he picks you up and you have different options after. So they said there's like one where he heals himself. There's one he like slams you in like different ways so he can like throw you behind him, I think, and then one's forward.
Okay.
So like pick a side, and they showed him do like down one in a command throw. And it worked, and then they showed Cheetah like jumping out of it the next time. So like it's like a tick throw that you can jump out of, which I thought was really sick.
That'd
And
be sick if they made a Dawson type character who had a throw that did no damage but just put you a screen away.
That would be cool.
his
like
trait
a-
is also the coolest.
Oh, dude, his
Okay,
trick.
Because they didn't
Okay.
show it in the trailer at all.
They did not.
Oh, really?
They did not.
Okay.
So
'Cause
his-
I've seen the original trailer.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it was not in that.
I was trying to guess what his trait was based on the trailer.
Right, it wasn't even in there.
It wasn't in there.
So his trait is that he grows flowers, okay, wherever he walks around.
Okay.
And those flowers are Dormammu 3 blue spells. Okay, so when you're on them, you can't jump and you can't dash.
So you're just like stuck.
You're stuck.
So you get hit by the flowers. God.
And it's grab time.
And you're just stuck. What are you gonna do?
That's so sick.
I
do
can
they
totally.
do damage or they just restrict your
I
movement?
didn't show them doing damage.
Okay,
But
that
I
is
could
sick.
totally
That
see
is
this
sick.
character like Sonic Fox coming up with some inescapable command throw set up in the corner or something. He's hilarious looking. He has lots of cool stuff that like pushes you away, like lots of strings that knock you kind of far back. And then he has like good grab. He has range grabs, right? So it seems like that's tough to deal with. And then they mentioned that his weakness is dealing with like projectiles, but he also has like a teleport kind of thing.
He has like how
It's kind of slow though.
Like we've seen Atrocitus do the well, it's like Grundy Swamp Hands.
Yeah, that's what I
You know,
know.
in Injustice you would like call up Swamp Hands.
Yeah.
So he has that. It's probably not safe. It's probably not
not.
something like, for example, right now Atrocitus he has basically that the lift.
Blood portal or whatever.
And that's unsafe on block. And another Atrocitus can punish Atrocitus doing a
but
thing
with a blood
from
thing.
anywhere,
Yeah,
right?
It's like
okay,
Aquaman
okay.
from the deep. From
Yeah.
Injustice.
So I wouldn't be surprised if it's like that, but still, it's an option
Yeah, if you make
to
it
deal with
read.
zoners. Yeah. So and then he has a log that he tosses along the ground. It's a projectile. I don't know if it's a low or not. I don't think they said that.
Yeah, I don't remember.
But it indicates a projectile that moves forward. So he has like big reach, command grabs, Dormammu level 3 blue spell.
That sounds so interesting.
I know.
Injustice always had the coolest characters.
Yeah.
For sure.
Well, no, because I mean, like when I saw Black Canary, and I even played her in the beta a little bit, like I was kind of underwhelmed with the character. Like I just didn't feel like she had any like interesting gimmicks or stuff like that.
She has tons of cool stuff.
She definitely has a lot of gimmicks. I don't know if you find them interesting, but
Right.
she has a lot of gimmicks.
Yeah, I was just worried, like, because I wasn't feeling the Injustice 1 variety, but it sounds like Swamp Thing
but
is...
if you think about the Injustice 1 beta, because there was one, it was the boring characters plus Lex.
Exactly.
And they basically released all of the interesting characters after that.
Yeah.
So
that's what I'm hoping for. That's what I'm hoping
that's
for.
kind of how it is so far.
Yeah.
They also said that they're going to show off Wonder Woman and Harley and do a gameplay like breakdown of them on Thursday, I think it is, right? Yeah.
This Thursday. Yeah.
Yeah,
so
Thursday be soon, so tune in.
I'm so excited for Swamp Thing. He's like exactly the kind of character that I want to play.
Yeah, it's perfect.
He really is.
He looks super fun.
Zoning grappler.
A zoning grappler. It's just a match made in
KI,
heaven.
did you never try Conra at all?
I haven't. No. I've just stuck with Tusk because it's just an ease of use,
right?
Simplicity's sake, basically.
Okay.
But if I were to main that game or at least spend a lot of time on it, I would try that character out more for sure. Yeah.
I know because I know he was obviously super good before. Where does he stand right now?
He's pretty good. His new Shadow Spike thing is like really good situationally if you set it up. But yeah, he's actually pretty good right now. Glacius is also really good right now, so they have good zoners.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I've also been watching a lot of like, Axel feels a lot more zony in Guilty Gear than he did before, and like I feel like Axel would be good for you actually.
I played Axel
because he's got the crazy Sparrow stance now, where he's just like attacking people from full screen and everything, and yeah, he seems to be pretty good at keep away. So I feel like he'd be a good character for if you ever wanted to try to pick it up again. So
yeah, he's definitely who I would look at.
Okay.
Plus the unblockable thing on people. It's cool.
That's stupid unblockable.
More of the story of Swamp Thing.
Anyway, Swamp Thing's cool.
Oh, are they changing the Sparrow stance? Are they changing it in Rev 2? Because Rev 2 is changing a lot of things.
Yeah.
Like, it's actually surprisingly more changey than the previous balance patches. Like, literal moves are disappearing.
Well, it's called Rev 2, so it does make sense like that it's bigger than the other patches.
But it's like Kai with his 6H, right? Like, that's a move he's had, like, in every single game is gone. Like, they're getting rid of it and replacing it with something else. And that, to me, is crazy, So, but anyways, we'll see. We'll see what happens.
All right.
Okay. Well, do you want to take a quick break, and then when we come back, we can start talking about results of all sorts of events that were going on this weekend?
For sure.
Okay, cool. We'll be right back, guys.